In this video, we're going to convert moles to number of particles and vice versa using two examples. We can interconvert from moles to particles and particles to moles using something called Avogadro's number. Basically, for 1 mole of anything, there's 6.02 times 10 to the power of 23 of it. In this case, there are 6.02 times 10 to the power of 23 particles in 1 mole. Particles refer to things like atoms, molecules, protons, and so on. Let's look at our first example. Question gives 0.35 moles and it's asking for the number of atoms. We're going to use dimensional analysis method to solve this. We always write out what we need to find, which is the number of sodium atoms. And then we equals what the question gives, 0.350 mole. And then we place a multiple sign and draw a line across. Place what we want to get rid of at the bottom, and in this case it's mole. And then they will cancel out like that. And then we place what we need to find at the top, which is sodium atoms. Using Avogadro's number, 1 mole of anything is 6.02 times 10 to the 23. So we place 1 next to mole and that whole number, 6.02 times 10 to the 23, next to sodium atom. So we do the math, we have 0.350 times 6.02 times 10 to the 23 divided by 1, and we get 2.11 times 10 to the power of 23 sodium atom. Now, if you're not a fan of dimensional analysis, which is the method that I just showed you, just remember, if you're given moles and you need to find the number of particles, just multiply the moles with 6.02 times 10 to the 23. Moving on to our second and final question. This question is the reverse of the first question, the one that we just did. It gives us the number of molecules and it wants us to find the moles. We're going to use the same method. Let's start by writing out what we need to find, which is moles of sucrose, equals what we're given, 7.89 times 10 to the power of 22 sucrose molecules, times, draw a line across, and then we place sucrose molecules at the bottom so that we can cancel out, and then we place mole on the top, since that's what we need to find. Okay, now it's time to fill in the numbers. Again, 1 mole of anything is equals to 6.02 times 10 to the power of 23. So we place 1 next to mole, and we place 6.02 times 10 to the 23 next to sucrose molecules. So we take 7.89 times 10 to the 22 times 1 divided by 6.02 times 10 to the 23, and we get 0.131 mole. Don't forget to include the unit mole. Again, if you are not a fan of solving it this way, all you have to remember is going from number of particles to find moles. All you have to do is divide the Avogadro's number. To recap, from the two questions we worked on, when going from moles to number of particles, we multiply with Avogadro's number. And in going from particle to moles, we divide with Avogadro's number, 6.02 times 10 to the power of 23. I hope the video helped you out somehow. Do subscribe, and thanks for watching.